Hello everyone. So this is session 3. In session 3 we are going to see that how we can provide IAM configuration in my Terraform script file. In last session we have seen that how we can provide a cloud provider information in my main.tf file so that my Terraform can connect to AWS cloud provider. Now we are going to move a step ahead that now I'm going to provide. First of all, I'm going to create an IAM user, and with the help of this IAM user access key and secret key, how my Terraform can communicate with an account. That account belongs to this user. So this task we are going to perform in this session. So I have specified these subtopics that what we are going to cover in this session 3. So first we are going to see what is actually an IAM is, and how we can create an IAM user in AWS, and what is going to be benefit of creating an IAM user over root user. Then to provide an IAM configuration, what actually we required as a prerequisite. We required an AWS account setup, so we can easily use a free trial account setup of AWS. That is more than sufficient to perform these experiments. Then we are going to see this thing we have already done. This is as a prerequisite that we have done in session 1, that how we can install Terraform and how we can configure this Terraform in environment variable. Then this also we have done, that how we can provide an AWS cloud provider information in Terraform. So these two things we have done in session 1 and session 2. This thing we are going to do in current session. And after that, once we will have an AWS account, we are going to create a user. We are going to set some permissions. Those permissions in AWS account is called as policies. So how we can attach policies to an IAM user. Those things we are going to see in this specific session, and how we can create access key and secret key. So generally, if we are going to relate that with username and password, so access key you can consider as username, and secret you can consider as password in AWS IAM user account. Then on top of that, once we have our access key and secret key, then we are going to provide those information in a set of a line of code in a specific block in my main.tf file, where we have to provide the reason, in which region, AWS region, we are going to create those resources, and then we are going to provide those secret key and access key permissions. And then finally we are going to run Terraform init command again to make those changes applicable in my AWS account. And yes, all these things we are going to hands-on also. All these things I'm going to tell you in a step-by-step manner also, that I have done in previous 2 sessions as well. Great, so let's do all these things together, and I'm going to tell you that how all these things are going to be performed. So if you remember, in previous session we have made a project Terraform demo. Inside that we have made this folder session 2, so we can consider that this is a sub project of this main project, and we have made our main.tf file here. In this file we have provided this AWS cloud provider information, and now in this session we are going to provide those regions, IAM user, access key and secret key here in this specific section. So first of all we have to specify a region here. So region to be specified access key need to be specified, and then secret key need to be specified. Now you may be wondering that how I'm getting all these hints together. So for that, simply you need to go to extensions and you need to install these two extensions so that you will get all these coding hints regarding Terraform in this specific file. So you have to install this plugin, HashiCrop Terraform plugin. I have installed that, and you need to install this Terraform plugin also. So if you install both the plugin in your environment, majorly HashiCrop Terraform will be more than sufficient. If you will not get those hints using HashiCrop Terraform, you can install additional extension which is Terraform. So once you will install that, you will automatically get this programming languages hint automatically. The format in which this program is going to be written is called as HCL. So this is HCL language, HashiCrop configuration language. Great. So it is not so difficult to understand because it is just a kind of key value pair information kind of things. Great. So now we are going to go to an AWS account. So this is my AWS account. Here what you need to do, you will have this option here also, but standard way is that search IAM here in this search box, and you will find out an IAM service here. Go there, and then this is the section where you can make a new user. So you'll find out in this left hand side panel user section. So go there, and then already I have some users, so I'm going to make a new user for you. So go for create user here and give the username, like I'm going to give the username as my new user. I'm going to generate a password for that, although this is not required for Terraform. Uncheck this option. Now providing permissions or attaching policies is here in this specific one. So AWS is going to have more than 1300 permission type. So if you go there, you will see these kind of permissions. So you see 1318 permissions are there. Okay, so you have to choose permission wisely. But if you want that your IAM user can do anything on your AWS account through Terraform, so you have to give this permission. It is the most superior permissions, means it is an administrator access. So an IAM user which is going to have these permissions can create any kind of resource, can delete any kind of resource of your AWS account. So I'm going to give right now this one because I want to show you all maximum kind of resources that we can create. So that's why I'm giving this administrative access permission. Now go to next and simply create this user. No need to make so many changes, just create a user and give a new permission. That's it, and go to your list of users. So this user recently we have created. So this username is not so important because in Terraform username is not required, its corresponding access key and secret key is required. So how we can generate those access key and secret key? Let me repeat this step again. So you have to click on your username. Then in this username you'll find out this security credentials option. So go there, and then if you'll go inside, you will find out a section or a block where this access key is written, and you see here that is coming as 0. So it means as of now we have not created any access key for this IAM user. Maximum 2 keys you can make, access key you can make for an account, and which is more than sufficient. Now click on create access key, and for Terraform we have to make this CLI access key. So we have to choose this option and simply give a confirmation and then click on next. No need to give any description, just click on create access key. So this is going to create this access key. You can see this access key here as well. So this is going to be your access key, this is going to be your secret key. This will visible once only, so better to download that as a CSV file. So you can go there and download this as a CSV file, and then you can open the CSV file. So this is going to be your access key and this is going to be your secret key. Okay, so there are so many best practices regarding your secret key and access key. First of all, you should not show or share these keys with anyone because we have given administrative access permissions. I will also delete this access key and secret key once I'm going to record these sessions. Okay, I'm not going to keep them for longer period of time. Second, we should keep rotating this access key. We should not keep a single secret key and access key. We should delete them, we should make a new one. We should set a specific time period, expiration time for these secret key and access key. Okay, so these are some good practices. So you should follow them. But since we are doing those things for learning purpose, but for a production purpose, these things are very, very important that need to be taken care of. So this is my secret key, access key that I have given. This is my secret key that I'm going to place it here. And reason. So you see that AWS has multiple regions. AWS is having more than 30 regions across the globe, and each and every region is going to have 2 to 5 availability zones. So you have to choose the region, nearby region, where you're currently having placing yourself and where you want to create those resources. So wherever you want to create the resources, choose the nearby region of that. So in my case, my nearest region is AP South 1. So I'm going to choose this one. So all my resources are going to create in this specific region. So this is the region name. This is not actually the region name that you have to give. Region name that has been specified by AWS are these. So I'm going to give AP South 1. So here I need to give AP South 1. So this is that information that I need to give. This information is going to called as my IAM user information. So I have provided this information, and then I need to just run Terraform init command again. Although it is not going to do something special because already the driver has already been downloaded. Terraform init command main purpose is just to download the driver and keep them into your folder. So you see, when we have provided this information earlier in previous session, then it has made a new folder for us, .terraform, and inside that you see one exe came, which is a Terraform AWS 5.83.1 exe, which is working as an interface between my Terraform and AWS. The work that Terraform is going to do through this exe on AWS account, and this credentials of that AWS account and corresponding region I have provided here. Okay, so that need to be done in this specific session. And for this session, let me tell you that experiment that I have made. So for that I have made this third experiment that we have recently done, if you can relate them. So what we have done, we have made this folder. That is a project that I have made in previous folder itself, Terraform demo, and then inside that I have made session 2. And then here already in last session we have made main.tf, that is this one in the same project. And then what we have done, we have this thing we have already done in previous session. We have provided AWS provider information, and this part we have done in this session. We have provided reason, we have provided my access key, I have provided my secret key, and then finally I have run this. So this is that third session, that how we can provide our AWS, first how we can create our AWS IAM user information, and how can I provide region, access key, and secret key permission for this account. Now my Terraform is ready to work in this account and to provision the resources inside that. So from next session, we are going to see that how we can use this Terraform now with this project. We are going to use this project, and inside that we are going to start writing our Terraform script. Those scripts are called as IAC, infrastructure as a code. Those scripts we are starting writing from the next session. So see you in the next session. All the best.